Good evening.
Good
So,
evening, sir.
first of all, I would like to introduce BA second year syllabus to you, prescribed by Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Marathwada University, Aurangabad. So, BA second year optional English. The course of optional English contains of two papers to be studied in 2 semesters simultaneously. The first paper is Literature in English, 1550 to 1750, and Literature in English, 1750 to 1900. Before we proceed further in understanding exactly the syllabus prescribed to you, the text, grammar, it's crucial to know the aim of the course. What is the aim of the course for our syllabus? Aim of the course to enable students to read and appreciate various forms of literature and critically interact with them from different perspectives. The aim of this course is that students should be able to interact, read the text, appreciate various forms of literature, and it is expected that the students should critically comment on the text, critically interact with the teacher from different perspectives. This is the main aim. In the objective of the course, the first one is to introduce students to appropriate literary strategies to read literature. So here, reading of literature is essential. Reading of literature through different critical perspectives is essential. That's why the course has been specifically designed to bring out the positive changes among students, that is their interaction with different literary strategies to read literature. It's essential to critically examine the text, apply different critical methods in the interpretation of the text. The third point, which is very essential in this context, understanding objectives of the course, is to pinpoint how far literary language derives from ordinary language. A student needs to exactly ascertain the distinction between the literariness and the ordinary language. He has to make a clear cut distinction between them. And the next, which is also a very important part, that is to unravel many meanings in a literary text. So, as far as the study of Jacques Derrida's deconstruction is concerned, the text is plural. The text has multiple meanings. You do one thing, please. This switch off your mic. Okay. There, this mic, mute it. Can you mute the mic?
My mic is muted.
Mute your mic because I hear the sound from that side, from your side. Ah, mute now. Okay, thank you. So, whenever you want to talk, you can unmute it. Okay. So these are the important things. the first important thing is that the text is plural. There is the multiplicity of the text, and it's a critic or a reader who has to fathom and unravel different sides of meanings, different sides of interpretations in the text. So let's see the same wise course content for semester third. So due to the epidemics of coronavirus, we stay apart and get connected through this online teaching and learning processes. So whenever you have any issues regarding to this, you can communicate me with me. We can resolve it. So I would like to bring to your notice the syllabus prescribed for you by the university. Unit first, that is background study is there. The essay, its definition, origin, kinds, you are supposed to study. Be a voracious reader. Take up the text, read it, underline important or highlight important lines, phrases, and analyze them critically. And the epic, its definition, conventions, and kinds, epics of growth, epic of art, and mock epic. This is your syllabus. This is for your syllabus. Then unit two, it's you are supposed to study the essays of Francis Bacon. It includes of friendship, of love, of studies, of revenge, of parents and children. So we will go through all this syllabus one by one. There is one more thing which is prescribed for your syllabus, that is Unit 3, Alexander Pope's poem, The Rape of the Lock. This is for the paper number 5th. Then paper number 6th, that is literature in English, 1750 up to 1900. This is another paper. So in this paper, you are supposed to study Unit 1 background study, the ballad, its origin, features and kinds, features of romantic literature, all genres. 2 Unit 2, Samuel Taylor Coleridge's poem Rime of the Ancient Mariner. The Unit 3, Thomas Hardy's novel Far from the Madding Crowd. What exactly I am going to teach you is that I'm going to online. Yes, this is the prescribed syllabus for you, and we are going to deal with your syllabus one by one. Okay. First of all, we will learn things, the background of the things, first of all. Then we will go deeper and deeper, understanding the critical insights into the text. So today I'm going to focus my attention and bring your attention towards Francis Bacon's essays, and in which we have so many things to learn, that is of friendship, of love, of studies, of revenge, of parents and children. It's very simple because it is very connected with your life. So he expresses his own ideas about friendship, about love, about studies, about revenge, about parents, about children. Right. So what exactly your role is that you are supposed to buy a book of Francis Bacon's essays. Okay. Then read it carefully at home. Make your own notes. Find out the difficult words in the dictionary. Look up the difficult words in the dictionary, and you will get some sense out of it. So in Francis Bacon's essay, especially friendship, we have our own notions of friendship. You know what friendship means. But apart from that, it's crucial to understand what Francis Bacon thinks about friendship and what are his views about friendship. So we will go through this. First of all, I would like to introduce a few things about this, then we will go in detail. Okay, where is it? Hmm. Yes, got it, got it. Hmm. Yes, yes, yes. According to Francis Bacon's of friendship, describe the three fruits of friendship. So there may be a question in your examination that explain the three fruits of friendship. What are the three fruits of friendship that here Francis Bacon has rightly said? So, one minute, one call is there. No, no, it's okay. According to Francis Bacon, of friendship describe the three fruits of friendship. What are the three fruits of friendship? Let's go through this. Francis Bacon believes that the principal fruit of friendship is the ace and discharge of the fullness and swellings of the heart, which passions of all kinds do cause and induce. This is friendship. What is the principal fruit of friendship? The ace and discharge of the fullness and swellings of the heart, which passions of all kinds do cause and induce. Here, in this context, Bacon means that friends usually share a close emotional bond with others. You see, you have your many friends, right? You never share your internal feelings with your father, with your mother, with your relatives, with your wife also, or sister, with no one. But you share each and everything with your friend because a friend always suggests the best things. This is our assumption, this is our consideration. So that's why Francis Bacon talks about the swellings of the heart. Our heart is bloomed, right? He talks about the passionate things that they naturally occur within us. Bacon means that friends share a close emotional bond which allows them to express their emotions and feelings to each other. So it's a friend which makes a close bond, close emotional bond with you, through which you express your views, your ideas, emotions, feelings, sentiments, everything to him because he is your best friend. And speaking about one's problem is therapeutic because because Bacon refers to this back and forth communication of feelings between friends as a sort of civil threat or confession, back and forth communication of feelings between friends. So here, Francis Bacon writes that the second fruit of friendship is the healthful and sovereign for understanding, as the first is for the affections. What is the first fruit? What is the first fruit of friendship? That is affection. That is love. Yes, that is affection. And the second, in the second fruit of friendship, what exactly Francis Bacon says is that the second fruit of friendship is the healthful and sovereign for the understanding, as the first is for the affections. The second friendship, the fruit of friendship is healthful and sovereign for the understanding. For friendship makes indeed a fair day in the affections from storm and tempests, but it makes daylight in the understanding. Whatever these circumstances may be, it's a friend who helps you in need. A friend in need is a real friend indeed, it is said. You know, if the friend helps you whenever you are in problems, then he is a real friend. Or else you never say he is a real friend. So, for friendship makes indeed a fair day in the affections from storm and tempest, but it makes daytime in the understanding out of darkness and confusion of thoughts. Here he talks about the darkness, the confusion of thoughts. Bacon feels that friends provide comfort and stability through hard times. This is very important. What exactly he says is that it's a friend who helps you whenever you are in trouble. The first fruit of friendship is affection, that is your love, that is a magnetic bond that the friend can only maintain, sustain, keeps with other friends forever, whatever the critical circumstances may be. But he surpasses them all, and it's a friend
Yes.
who always befriends you. So makes indeed a fair day in the affections from storm and tempest, but it makes daylight in the understanding out of darkness and confusion of thoughts. In friendship, there is no darkness. In friendship, there is no darkness. This is what exactly said. In friendship, there is the light. In friendship, there is the light.
That is good.
And in friendship, there is one more thing one can understand, that is, there is a deeper level of understanding. It makes daylight in the understanding out of darkness and confusion of thoughts. In friendship, there is no confusion of thoughts. There is no confusion of thoughts in friendship because everything is crystal clear. There is no confusion at all in friendship. So, in this fashion, Bacon feels that friends provide comfort and stability through hard times. So, whenever there is the hard time, means a man's life is critical. Most of the times, a man faces numerous problems in life, and at such hard times, we remind our friends only. It's a friend who helps you in hard times. So Bacon feels that friends provide comfort and stability through hard times. Friendship in this fashion allows a person to express their thoughts. It is only friendship that Bacon says that allows you to talk about your feelings, emotions, and thoughts with others. So here I have a few things which I would like to share with you in this context. Just I will explain things accordingly. Here are a few quotations from Francis Bacon's essay. The first one is mute your the sound system. Mute your sound. Mute. Okay. Ah. So in quotations, the first quotation is that a man cannot speak to his son, but as a father to his wife, but as a husband to his enemy, but upon terms, whereas a friend may speak as the case requires and not as it sought with the person. Let's see what exactly Francis Bacon wants to communicate to his readers through his essays. What he says that a man cannot speak to his son but as a father, to his wife but as a husband, to his enemy but upon terms, whereas a friend may speak as the case requires and not as it sought with the person. So, in communication, if we keep the relations, our communication will have barriers, hindrance, obstacles, problems in communication. The communication will not be crystal clear. The communication has many problems. If we treat son as a son, not as a friend, then the communication is not proper, not appropriate. If we treat the son as a friend, then communication will be more fruitful. This is what exactly he says. Then, in communication, the friendship plays a crucial role. Whereas a friend may speak as the case requires and not as it sought with the person. It means the friendship is of the utmost importance in life. There is one more thing. Man is a social animal. Who said it? Aristotle, a Greek philosopher. Man is a social animal. Why he says man is a social animal? Because man cannot live alone. If a man starts living in jungle or in the forest or in solitude, this loneliness may kill man. Suppose one thing you go or go somewhere else and you are friendless. You have no friends. When you have no friends, your situation will be the worst situation. This can be treated as the worst solitude. Is to have no real friends, is to have no real friendships. See, in this quotation, what Francis Bacon says is that the worst solitude is to have no real friendships. Loneliness is dangerous. Being solitude is dangerous. That's why what's crucial in life is to maintain, is to have real friends. There is one more idea that strikes me while reading Francis Bacon's essays is that what he says, nothing opens the heart like a true friend with whom you open your heart, only with the friend, with whom you communicate friendly without any efforts, is your friend. It is your true friend with whom you open your heart. Nothing opens the heart like a true friend to whom you may impart griefs, joys, fears, hopes, and whatever lies upon the heart. This is very crucial. Yeah, Francis Bacon's essays are really very fruitful because it talks about the essence of life. So, what he says is that it's a true friend with whom you interact very closely. It's a true friend with whom you open your heart, you express all your emotions, feelings, sentiments, whatever you feel inside, your stress, your tensions, your anxiety, your fear, your problems. You share each and everything with your friend. Most of the times, there is a grief in your mind. You have joys. You want to share your joys with your friend, fears, hopes, and all these things. And whatever lies upon the heart, your heart, most of the times, is loaded and you want to share something and you feel very happy. But in today's scenario, we cannot find the reality. The reality lies somewhere else. Why? Because today, friendship is digital, right? Friendship is digital. The definition of friendship has radically been changed in today's context. We have so many friends on Facebook. Okay. In real life, there is no friend. So this screen is our friend now. I'm just looking at you. You are looking at me. My teacher is talking to me, but we have never met. Only this happens only due to this COVID-19. Suppose there is a college, then what happens? The communication is proper. We can talk to each other, not through the media, right? This is a media, this is a screen, this is a virtual reality. So here, whatever the stress you have, whatever the grief you have, fears you have, hopes you share each and everything to your friend. Whatever lies upon the heart, you unlock your heart and keep it open to your friend because it's a friend who can read your heart, read your feelings, read your emotions, grief, fear, joy, ecstasy, hopes, everything. So here, Francis Bacon says that we read that we ought to forgive our enemies, but we do not read that we ought to forgive our friends. Read. Everyone commits mistakes. In life, everyone commits mistakes. It's true. And what happens? Forgiveness is a noble thing, is a sublime thing. In our life, two things are important: forget and forgive. Okay. If something goes wrong in your past, you should forget it. And if someone went wrong with you, you should forgive him. Forgetfulness and forgiveness are the divine qualities that most of the human beings do not have. So these are the sublime qualities in man. So that's why most of the times we have been taught through many generations that we should forgive our enemies. In the same way, Francis Bacon says that you should forgive your friends also. Forgive your friends. Most of the times they may go wrong. So, in such crucial, critical circumstances, you should forgive your friends also. So, that's why what he says exactly in this quotation is that we read that we ought to forgive our enemies, but we do not read that we ought to forgive our friends. That is the last quotation I would like to put forth. Then we will stop. I think again there is one more. I think she has joined. I think. Okay. Then these are the quotations where we come across the essence of the matter. Then the last quotation is here, that is about death is a friend of ours, and he that is not ready to entertain him is not at home. Death is a friend of ours, and he that is not ready to entertain him is not at home. Means our friend is the death. Death is our friend. What he says. Death is our friend. Death is a friend of ours, and he that is not ready to entertain him is not at home. In this context, we can see that cessation is crucial in friendship. Death is a friend of ours. Death is our friend because there is cessation. Why? Because there is no communication at all. He that is not ready to entertain him is not at home. It means that friendship makes you communicate. And in this today's context, we hardly find such noble thoughts. What exactly Francis Bacon has rightly said. So these are the feelings which are which have been expressed by Francis Bacon here. So one more thing I would like to take up today, then we will go for other things. That is of parents and children. Okay. We will take up this topic, parents and children, or we will do one thing. Tomorrow we will take that topic. Okay. Tomorrow because it will take time. Okay. Right now, what is the time? I think almost what's time? I think more than half an hour finished. I think. Okay. So tomorrow we will go for the lecture. I will share it through WhatsApp. Okay. Now we end our meeting.